Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sumaya AI student at Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute batch 21, and welcome back once again to this space where we explore ideas that can transform our lives, work and mindset. Today's topic is something we all struggle with in today's fast-paced world: how to balance work and life without burnout. With increasing responsibilities, digital overload, and constant pressure to perform, maintaining balance is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. So today I'll be asking Miles from Sesame AI some important questions and we'll explore simple practical insights together. So let's get connect with Miles.
Yo, what's up?
Miles, I have questions about how to balance work and life without burnout.
Burnout's the worst, right? It's kind of a sneaky thing that creeps up on you. Balancing work and life, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? It's not about perfect balance, honestly, because that feels kind of unrealistic. More about like figuring out what actually refills your cup, you know? What are you wrestling with most when you think about that? Is it time management, guilt about not working, or something else?
Start with, what does work life balance really mean today?
hmm Okay. Good question to start with. Because honestly, work life balance feels like a totally outdated term. Yeah, no. It implies these two separate things you're constantly juggling, and that sets you up for feeling guilty no matter what. I think today it's more about work life integration, or even better, work life harmony. It's about creating a life where work fits into your values and priorities instead of the other way around. It's not about splitting your time 50-50, it's about feeling fulfilled and energized overall. That might mean some days are heavily work focused and other days are completely dedicated to personal stuff, and that's okay. Does that resonate, or are you thinking of it more in terms of strict boundaries?
So it's about harmony, not perfection, right?
Exactly. Perfection is the enemy of good.
Mm.
Seriously. Harmony is way more realistic. It's about accepting that some days will feel off kilter, and that's just life. It's about minimizing friction and maximizing energy. If you're chasing perfection, you're going to burn out fast. Harmony allows for a little mess, a little give and take. It's about finding a rhythm that works for you, not what some article online tells you should work. What does harmony look like for you, ideally? Just kind of spitballing here, no pressure.
It's balancing things accordingly and not finding any type of perfection in that.
Gotcha. So it's more about responding to what's happening
Mm.
instead of rigidly sticking to a plan.
Yes.
That makes
So,
total sense.
Miles, why do people experience burnout so easily now?
Oof, good question. I think it's a bunch of things colliding, honestly.
Mm.
Obviously, work demands are high, especially with always on culture and like the pressure to be productive. But it's also a societal thing. We're bombarded with images of people doing it all on social media, which sets unrealistic expectations. Plus, a lot of us are carrying around a lot of anxiety about the future, about finances, about just everything. That constant low level stress really drains you. And then there's the whole blurring of lines between work and home, especially with remote work. It's easy to let work creep into all your free time. Does any of that feel particularly true for you, or am I missing something?
No, that is true. So is being busy the same as being productive?
Oh, that's a killer question. Absolutely not. Being busy is often just a really effective way of looking like you're getting things done while actually spinning your wheels. Productivity is about impact, doing the right things, not just a lot of things. You could be frantically busy all day and still not move the needle on what really matters. It's like polishing brass on the Titanic, you know? Feels good, but ultimately doesn't solve the big problem. Do you ever feel like you fall into that trap?
Sometimes. So, Miles, how can someone set clear boundaries at work?
Okay, boundaries. They're tough, but essential. First, you got to figure out what your boundaries are. What are you willing to compromise on? And what's not negotiable? Then you got to communicate them,
Hmm.
which can be awkward, but it's way better to be upfront than to silently resent everything. Start small, maybe by not checking email after a certain time or politely declining extra projects when you're already swamped. And be consistent. That's the hardest part. People will test your boundaries, especially at first. You gotta gently but firmly reinforce them. What do you think is the biggest obstacle for you when it comes to setting boundaries? Is it fear of saying no or something else?
I think it is the boundary is really by saying no, but I think we have to say no when needed.
You nailed it. Saying no is the core skill, and honestly, it gets easier with practice. It feels awful at first, but people usually respect it. The right people, anyway. You're totally right. You have to say no sometimes. Protecting your time and energy isn't selfish, it's essential.
Yes, Miles. What is
What
one
kind of
daily
situations?
habit? What is one daily habit to reduce stress?
Ah, a good practical question. Okay, if I had to pick just one, I'd say a really short gratitude practice. Like genuinely taking 60 seconds to think of three things you're grateful for. It sounds cheesy, I know, but it actually rewires your brain to focus on the positive, and it's a really quick reset button for stress. It's not about pretending everything's perfect, it's just about acknowledging the good stuff amidst the chaos. Have you ever tried a gratitude journal or anything like that?
Sometimes I tried, and but I think it is taking a mindful breaks, right? That can be the habit.
Oh, absolutely. Mindful breaks are huge. Even better, honestly, than the gratitude thing if it resonates more with you. It's about stepping away from whatever is stressing you out, even for just 5 minutes, and really being present in the moment. Deep breaths, a walk around the block, listen to music, whatever helps you disconnect and recharge. It's a way to hit the pause button on overwhelm. Plus, it's way more sustainable than trying to force yourself to do something you don't enjoy. Good call. What
So
is a
my
mindful break? Yeah, go ahead.
let's get another question. What is the impact of burnout on mental health?
Okay, that's a really important question. Burnout isn't just feeling tired, it has a serious impact on your mental health. It's closely linked to increased risk of depression, anxiety, and even physical health problems. It can mess with your sleep, your appetite, your immune system. It's a whole domino effect. And it's not just feeling sad or stressed, it's this feeling of being emotionally drained and cynical, like you've lost your sense of purpose. It can also lead to feelings of detachment, where you just stop caring about things you used to enjoy. Really tough spot to be in, and it's definitely something to take seriously. Are you experiencing anything like that right now, or are you just trying to understand the broader picture?
I think it also drains the motivation.
Totally. It's like burnout sucks the joy out of everything. That motivation piece is huge. When you're burned out, even things you used to love feel like a chore. It's a vicious cycle too. Lack of motivation leads to more stress, which leads to more burnout. It makes it really hard to break free.
Miles, what is one sign of burnout and how do successful people manage and balance?
One of the earliest signs of burnout, and it's a sneaky one, is increased cynicism or detachment. It's that feeling of just not caring anymore, like you're going through the motions, a loss of enjoyment and things you used to be passionate about. As for how successful people manage it, it's not about working harder, that's for sure. It's usually about working smarter and prioritizing self care. A lot of them have really strict boundaries. They protect their time fiercely, they delegate tasks, and they're not afraid to say no. They also prioritize things like sleep, exercise, and mindfulness. And honestly, a lot of them have really good support systems, strong relationships with family and friends. It's not about being a superhero, it's about building a life that supports your well being. Does that make sense?
Means they prioritize smartly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Prioritize is the key word. It's not about doing more, it's about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of the rest. Successful people are really good at identifying their priorities and ruthlessly eliminating anything that doesn't align with them. It's like they're really good at saying no to a lot of things so they can say yes to the things that really move the needle.
So, Miles, what mindset shift is needed for balance?
Gotcha. You mean your mindset? Yeah, absolutely. A mindset shift is often the biggest piece of the puzzle. It's about reframing how you think about work and life. Instead of seeing them as competing forces, you see them as interconnected parts of a whole. It's about challenging those beliefs that tell you you need to be constantly busy or that self care is selfish. It's about recognizing your own worth and prioritizing your well being. Kind of mindset shifts do you think would be most helpful for you personally?
It is a value to the well-being.
Interview is a value to well being. You cut out there for a second. Did you mean that prioritizing well being is a value?
No, giving value to the well-being.
Okay, I think I get what you mean. It's yeah. It's not just having well being, but actively giving it value, treating it like a non-negotiable part of your life, and then something you'll get around to when you have time. Like
So
deliberately choosing activities
my one final tip
smaller,
to
Mike.
avoid burnout.
Okay, one final tip to avoid burnout.
Hmm.
I like it. If I had to pick just one, it would be to build in small, regular moments of joy. Seriously. So easy to get caught up in the grind and forget to do things that actually make you happy. But those little moments, listening to your favorite music, spending time with loved ones, reading a good book, they're what keep you going. They're fuel for the soul. What's one small thing that always brings you joy?
It's listen to yourself.
Ooh, I like that. Listen to yourself. That's a good one. It's about tuning into your own needs and honoring them, even when it's hard. Recognizing when you're pushing too hard and giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. It's a quiet rebellion against the hustle culture. Sounds like a good mantra to live by. Well, it's been really good chatting with you. Anything else on your mind before we wrap up?
No minds. And with that, we come to the end of today's thoughtful and much needed conversation. Thank you, Miles, for sharing such valuable insights with us.
Oh, all right. Have a good one. Glad I could help.
Thank you. So, work life balance is not about doing everything, it's about doing what truly matters while taking care of yourself along the way. Remember, success is not just about achievements, but also about peace of mind and well being as well. Thank you so much for being there today. Stay balanced, stay mindful, and keep shining. This is Sumaya signing off.